I'm Dan Ackerman, and we are here taking a look at the HP Pavilion M6. That is a new entry in HP's mainstream priced Pavilion line. And when I first heard about the system a couple months ago and checked out an early version of it, it seemed pretty impressive on paper. What they did was they took a lot of the features and a lot of the design elements of the more expensive Envy line of HP laptops, and they brought them down to the more budget-conscious Pavilion line. To me, that seemed like a great idea. In this case, it's called the M6 because it's a 15.6-inch screen, which basically means they should call it the M5, but they call it the M6, that's okay. In a fairly thin body, it's not quite an ultrabook, but it's generally in the same category. And in this particular build, we've got a discrete graphics card from AMD, you have an optical drive, and you have a pretty decent Intel Core i5 CPU. So all that sounds pretty good, especially for something that looks almost as good as the more expensive Envy laptops, but starts at $699. Now with those extras I told you about, this particular build is more like $900, and that's where it starts to get a little tricky. HP's Envy laptops are already so inexpensive now, you can pretty much get one of those for about the same price. You can spend a little bit more and get an HP Envy 15 that's a bit more of a bulky MacBook Pro style laptop, or you can spend about the same amount and get the 14 or 15-inch Envy Ultrabooks. There you're trading away the optical drive, which you may not need, but you do get some better construction, better overall build quality. So it's really, do you need the optical drive, or are you willing to spend the same amount to skip that and get something that's just a little bit nicer? At the same time, brushed metal back, this cool island-style trackpad, backlit keyboard, all great features to have in this price range. The one thing I thought felt a little cheap was the keyboard, a little bit clacky, a little bit of flex under the fingers, and for a 15-inch screen, 1366 by 768 resolution also kind of gives away the budget origins. If you're interested in gaming, you may want a higher screen resolution, which means you're going to have to trade up to another model. I am Dan Ackerman, and that is the HP Pavilion M6.